Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I think my network went off. I didn't know at some point. I think we are 14. Maybe we should start. I'm still checking the assignment, and I've replied to some. I think I have a few left, but I need 2 people to project. Let me see which one they call. Let me see the one that I. From the one that I've seen, Abraham and Abdullah, though there is a particular column, maybe they would have had it. Yeah, but I think that those are the 2 so far. I think Abraham, then followed by Abdullah. So I don't know whether I know Abraham is on the call, but there is one Abdullah. I've not checked the order, so if you've not received any comment, that means I've not checked it. I'm very, very busy, so but I will do that while waiting for others. So Abraham, can you share your screen? Is it okay to share your screen?
Yes, ma. I'll share it now.
Thank you. I don't know who is Akintola Damilola. After I took my time to explain, you're just giving me stories, notes. The one you checked online, was that how they put the stakeholder register? Just descriptions, even though your points were there, but that's not a stakeholder register. And that's for Akintola Damilola. Some people made attempts, which is good. And some too did not mention the project that they are working on, or the project that they are trying to create a stakeholder register for. I updated something. Oh, I have to download this. So that one too, those were my comment. No description. You're just putting the thing there. I don't know the type of project you're trying to manage. And some after I've explained the strategy of Power Grid, you did not put that there. So you just said maybe influence, interest. But what is this? The strategy that you are using that you want to use to manage those stakeholders? You did not mention it there. Though when you check online, you might not see most online, you might not see the strategy. But I explained that day and I said add it to the column. You might not see them online, you might not see that particular, they might not put they might just put they might not put the strategy. Everybody have different ways of doing that, but I purposely explained that diagram, that screen, the particular green screenshot on, if you check your week 2, is there. So those were the ones that I just said good attempts. Either you did not put description or you did not put the description of what the product that you are trying to tell us or tell me. And also you did not tell me about the strategy. If I know you put the power and the interest, but what strategy? Strategy is already I put the strategy there. Ayomide, you will tell me if you have done your own before I will answer you. If it's on this, so I have to go there and check whether I know I've not reached anybody bearing Ayomide Adeyemi, so maybe I will just jump on that. So you need to tell me whether if you are raising up your hand, if you've not done the assignment. I don't think I have the time. I'm not going to explain the assignment here now. No, I am just going to correct certain things. There is no time. I'm sure you guys have gone to check week 3 is a lot, and it might be confusing. Even me myself too. I still learn every day. Somebody reach out to me that I don't even want people to reach out to me. I'm not supposed to reach out to me personally, seriously. But somebody reach out to me that because they're reaching out to me, I just bombarding me. So I have things that I'm also trying to sort out. So the person reached out to me that week 3, person has gone back to read week 3, and it's not that he or she, I think she does not understand some things. And I said, this training is just not one of, you also have to do your own due diligence as well. I know how many times it's not about just go for, you just do one training, or just even that the one training, you just leave it like that and you not update yourself, you not read, you not go far to read about it. It won't take you anywhere. I'm also still learning, even though I have over 10 years experience. There are so many things to learn in this field. So, but I told the person, if you come on the call today, you understand it better. And also, I don't want to waste time with this week 2. No, I'm not going to do that, because there are a lot of things to be said if you guys ask questions for week 3. And like some people, I need to even get the person that raised the concern about 7 p.m. I'm not going to even ask anybody to vote here. If you guys want it to end by 7 p.m., if you guys want, I have things to do. I have an urgent things to do tomorrow. I can also as well end it by 7 p.m. today. I don't have any issue. I don't have any issue with that. What I was just trying to do was just make sure that everybody that wants to ask questions were being answered. Not that I also want to stretch anybody's time. So you guys need to decide on this call today whether you want what anywhere we stop, and I'm not going to carry it over till next week, because there are a lot of things to do. Week 4 is very, very much. So maybe you guys will send a message on or you guys will talk about it, but the talking about it has to be just for a few minutes. I need to know the vote. Whoever, do you guys want it once we are done 7, whether you answer, your questions are answered, let's call it a day. But I will not go back. I'm sorry. Because there are a lot of things. I don't want that particular week for us to, the thing that we're supposed to do for that particular week, will now be using it for the previous week. Whereas some people did not come for that previous week lecture, and they will now come and start dragging us back or something. No. So, and that's why I try to make sure that whoever that is asking questions, all your questions have been answered, not to be carried over. But if we want it to stop by 7, I don't have any issue. It's even going to be easier for me today, because I also want to. I'm not feeling too good. I also want to close by 7. So it depends on you guys. So we can start after Holawale. I need people to start dropping. Start dropping your comments there. I'm seeing 16 people now. Start dropping your comments. Anyone you want. Whether 7 o'clock, you put it at 7 o'clock. Whether we are done or we are not done with questions and answer, let's call it a day. The other time, let everybody question be answered. Let me know. I don't have anything to say. So that's just my feedback for the question that somebody put on. I'm not the one dealing anybody. Me too, I joined 5 minutes before. I didn't even know that my network has it took me off. I was trying to get the assignment for this week. I didn't know that I've not brought it up for my system. So I had to start. So I didn't know that this system was already disconnected and I was on another system. So yeah, Abraham, Ayomide. So my question to you is that, have you done your assignment so that I can go to your own and check? So Ayomide first to talk, because I think you wanted to ask a question, or maybe it was a mistake. Because if you haven't done your assignment and you want to ask me last week, I will not, no time. So tell me, Ayomide, have you done your assignment, or it was a mistake when you raised your hands up? Okay, if Ayomide is not talking for now, Abraham, please share your screen. Thank you.
Okay, actually, it was a mistake. I wanted you to respond to the message that you wrote earlier.
Okay, the one I just spoke about now, Abi?
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I've already I said you guys can drop your message, because if I start listening to everybody here one by one, I will not know the number, the one that wants, the one that does not want. So I won't know like that by talking, you understand? So I need people to drop, let's know the count, and let the class captain, I think it's one of the class captain that raised that concern. I think it was the other lady. I'm not too sure. So let them now do a count and tell me where based on people that are here, what we want and what we don't want for today. So I think that would be better. Instead of me, I won't know for me asking one, but I'm expecting you guys feedback. Otherwise, by 7, I end the meeting unless I see people talking that okay, they don't want it to end. By 7, I end the meeting. So that it won't be like I'm the one delaying anybody. Okay, please share yours. For me, it's very tiny. I don't know for others. You're using
Hello,
your
good
phone.
evening.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good
I was the one
evening.
that talked. Yes, I was the one that raised the point of 7:30. My thought was, oh, we were going to start the meeting by 7:30 and end.
No, start the meeting by 5.
So I didn't know that it was going to be place.
And
Hello.
I think your line went off at some point. Your thought was we had to start the meeting by what time?
I thought we were going to start the meeting by 7:30 to 9:30. That was
No.
why I thought, okay, perhaps it's just for this week. I
Okay.
don't have any 7:30. I was only asking whether this week meeting was going to span from 7:30 to 9:30. That was why I asked that we should just stick to the time. So I'm not saying that we should just end it abruptly by 7. No, I'm just asking that, okay, oh, perhaps this week probably you are busy or something. That was why
No,
I said we should stick to the
no,
time.
I don't. My
Okay.
class will not be later because
Okay.
my class will never be later. No, it can't be because I have things
Oh,
I have things I need to start. I
exactly.
have to start reading
That
tonight.
was why I
Yes.
said we should stick
Okay.
to the time. So
No, my
thank you.
class can be later. Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
I wanted to say something now. Forgotten about it. But people can still give their opinion and put it there because I think some people are still having issues with that. Yes. Okay, so please let's just start. Um so I hope all of you can see what we have on the screen. So I can just do a bit of explanation. I just want okay. Now, so the reason why the only part here that Abraham did not do is what the means of communication. That's why I said that go online, just add other options. So that's the only part. Means of communication, it depends. I'm a stakeholder, you're a stakeholder. What is your own best means of communication? My own is to pick a call and call the stakeholder. I don't like to be chatting, to be sending message. That one, they will start wasting time. So I like to pick send it, like pick my phone and call. Okay, this is there's an issue. Can you please help us sort it out and all that? Then also, if the person is not responding and all that, maybe email will be my next go to, or even message as well. But call will be my flow. Everybody will have their own priority. So that's the only part that is not there. But the major ones are here. Another thing again, Abraham, I would have loved you to do is to, instead of you having the power grid separate, you just have another column that will just speak to, you already have high interest or high power and interest already. Just the other one will just be more like strategy, and that is where go below, move down. Yeah, still. So this part, I would have loved you to, instead of you having it separated here, you will just, I think Abdullah did his own like that. Abdullah, one person, Abdullah, it's something I have to check. So you just need to add that strategy, where you now put the category. It will be category now, so that will be the column that will be there, but it won't be category. It's not more like strategy. How do you want to manage this person? I mean that column. So that will be the only part that will just add to your first tabular form. Do you understand? Abraham, do you understand me?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, but for those I don't think there is time for you to start explaining. This is straightforward, guys. But let me just touch base small. But this is straightforward. Go back to your stuff again. Okay, you can see stakeholder. You put the position. Even put the description, the same thing with the other guy to Abdullah and some of you too. But the only issue that I have in some of you is that strategy, which I explained. I expect it to be there. If not, so I've already explained. When you see your own, you will know where I put some. You didn't put description. I did not mention it, but you did not put description. But that strategy is very, very important. Now you can see you put the project title, project manager, organization, the project duration. Those are that it shows that okay, you're a good project manager. Then you now started with the stakeholder register template, stakeholder name, the position, the contact information, the contact details, the role, the power, which is the power grid, the metrics, the key observation. That one will let me know, okay, this is this person's function. And like I said, instead of having another template down, you just need to bring only that particular column and bring it beside the key observation and name it strategy or something, that in that way you are using it to manage your stakeholder. And the last one, which he did not put, is just means of communication. Some people have it. Some that did not use strategy because they saw it online. Like I said, some online will not have that strategy. They replace their own with that means of communication. Yeah. So the reason why I didn't really, because I've explained that strategy. So I expect you to add it, even though it might not be online. I hope you understand what I'm saying now. You did a good job, but because I've explained that power grid, and I expect you to have added it to your work, but you did not. You just put power interest, fine. But if the person power, interest, what is the strategy? What are you using to manage your stakeholder? But I'm also that is always asking question. I have not seen your assignment. Or did you do your assignment? I don't think I've seen anything like that. I know some people here. I have not seen your assignment, and I have only few left to touch.
Yes, ma, I've done it.
You've done it, okay. I have only few to touch. No problem. I think I was on Joy Zone. I don't know whether I don't know. Joy, I think I was on your own. Have I passed any comments? Maybe Joy is not. Okay. Okay, so okay. I want to try and get the other guy's name. If the person is here. I'm coming, guys, so that we can start the next. Please, who is Abdullah Usman? Who is Abdullah Usman? Is the person here, and has the person been coming? Okay. I would have loved Abdullah Usman to share his screen. Because so far, the other ones were just what I mentioned now. Maybe we'll just continue. Maybe we'll just continue. I have not touched everybody, but let me go. Let me just do. I want to check John, and I want to check Kolade. I want to check, and I want to check Precious. Just quick one. I want to check John. Is John on the call? Even Azan, I've not checked. Those are the people, but I'm seeing a lot. Okay, you guys, I will check it and I'll get back. I just want one person. I want one person to share his or her screen, but maybe I've not reached that other one person aside the Abdullah. Maybe. So, but if there is time for me next week, I might still tell one person once, and maybe one or two to still. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But I've not checked the other ones. Let's just start with the question. Maybe as you guys are asking questions, I'll be doing it. So, question from this week on.
Ma, should I stop sharing my screen now?
Yeah, stop sharing your screen, please. Thank you.
All right.
Please, if you are talking in class, if you ask question in class, I will definitely know your name. Those people that I'm asked, like I call their name, at least I've had conversation with them. So it's not like maybe I'm kind of selecting, no. So you have to be engaging. Somebody, I don't know whether somebody dropped a message or something. I don't know, but I don't think I have the I'm checking assignments, so, and I want people to ask questions by talking. So I might not be able to check your message now, but I still need that feedback for that time in case some people are still having concern. So please let's start with, before I always wait till 5:30. But the person that spoke explained the reason why she said that. That's why I didn't wait till 5:30 today. I felt, let me just start so that I will not delay people on the call. If not, I will have waited till 5:30 before we start. But if you guys still want me to still just chill, like maybe in another 3 minutes or something, you can start. Maybe other people will come. Let me even see how many people are on the call now. Maybe we are 20 on the call. Should we continue, or should I just give another 3 minutes? What do you guys think?
Please give another 3 minutes, ma.
No, Wala. I like that person. That person is empathic. No problem. I'll use that one to start to check what I can check. Please, once is that time, let me know. And I'll be giving feedback on the call here as I'm typing in case this person is here. Okay. Please, who is Amina Temitope? Okay. Person on the call.
Yes, ma'am, on the call, ma'am.
Okay, you also did a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you added the strategy, you put the communication. Yeah, you did a good job. If you can quickly share your screen, that would be nice, so that people
Okay,
can.
ma'am.
Abdullah is not here. I just checked yours now. Well done. So it's not that the other people too is not, like, I just checked this person now. So if I didn't call your name, it's not that you have not done well. And the people that also did too. There are some people that did not make attempt at all. So so it's not that you did not, for you to make attempts, it's a good one than not doing anything at all. I think
Ma, can you see my screen, ma?
Okay, let me come. Yes, I can. Okay, so you people can see as name, role, organization, interest, influence, preferred communication put together, communication need and strategy. So II is managed closely. This one too is still very high, managed closely, and all that. Well, yeah, medium, monitor and all that. So that is what I wanted to show you guys. So that's fine, Aminat. Well done. Let me. Is it ready?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should quickly touch the people that I always see in class. At least some few people. Quickly check that. Who is this person? Please, who is Aminu Abubakar? I cannot even see everything jam-packed together. I'm not saying this is not clear. It's not clear. Big attempt, but it's not clear. So that it won't be like, let me just show what I said not clear. Whether the person is on the call, I don't know. Can anybody with meaning to this or see anything to pick from this? Why is it like this? Everything just mixed together. Anyways, so that's just, I can't stress my eyes. I'm not. You don't have to make everything beautiful. I just need a template. That's all. I just need an Excel or whatever, or Word or whatever you want to use. It doesn't have to be beautiful. That's all. Okay. When you guys are ready, can we start the order? I think I want to check Badamosi. Question for the new class. I think it's 5:32. Question. If you are dropping message, I can't see message you because I'm checking
Yes.
something.
Ma, I have a question, ma. I have something to say, ma.
Okay, please,
I
before you
also
say
have a
anything,
question.
please, before you say anything, but I'm also that is always asking questions. See what you gave me. Jesus, wow. I will share your screen. I will share what you have done. I wasn't expecting this from you. That I said I want to, from those that always ask questions. Why? I said templates. Why am I saying stories? Just like one person to that. Why am I saying stories? I said template. This is not a template. It's just word, and it's supposed to be in the one you saw online. Did you see it like this? You might have written something good though, but the way it is like this, I'm not. Why did you do it like this, Badamose? Suliat?
Ma,
Why did you do it like this now? You saw online that the tabular put them in tabular form. Why? Okay. You can go ahead with your question, madam. I don't know the person, but you can go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my question is that Gantt chart.
Yes.
In the class, you
Yeah.
explained that a Gantt chart is a visual project schedule that shows tasks, their duration, sequence, and assigned resources.
Mm.
Um, in a bit to know further, because of the chart you showed us, because
I
I
should
think
figure it out, though.
the template you used as an example, it's a banking app and all of those things. And where you said you were going to give us assignment on
That.
the saving, the registration and other, I can't
Mm.
remember the other one now. So I got confused. So I
Okay.
went for that to go and check online to read it also about what Gantt chart is all about, and then it was simplified, which is a visual timeline that shows what tasks need to be done, what each task should start and finish, and who is doing what sometimes. So I got clear about that one. But where I was still confused again was where the assignments you gave. I went online for that to check examples of Gantt charts to be sure that okay, if I'm the one not getting it well, or maybe your explanation is not just getting it to me. I really wanted to be sure. So I went for that to check online. And then what was shown online was a bit simplified to what you showed in the class. So I don't know if you can actually just break it down to me like a child, the example you used in the class, if I'm going to get it.
I don't know what you mean by that. So I will start by showing the one you saw online. If you can project your screen.
Okay, I should project the one. I should project my screen.
Project now. Since you said the one you
No,
saw online is easier, so I need to see the one you saw online. So all those ones that I'm showing, they are all Gantt chart in different forms. All those ones
yeah.
that is pictorial, they are all Gantt chart in different. I was just the reason why I showed that example is I don't look at it like Gantt chart has to be in a beautiful form and everything. So if you look at my lesson well, I just try as much as possible to just bring example out of nowhere, just to try and see, break it down. So I want to see that one that you saw online. If you can show me, like I
Oh,
said,
I
me, I
can't
learn
see my
every day.
screen now, just one. There's no light, and my laptop is dead, so that's why I can't show my screen because I
What about
use
on
the
your
laptop.
phone? Just the way this guy showed his own on his phone now, the mobile guy, Abraham. It was from the phone mobile that he showed that assignment.
Oh, I didn't save it. I didn't save it because the explanation you did, like, oh, tax, that CB whatever, like the one you did with okay B1 the tax has to finish. Can you hear me?
Yes. So Olajimoke, you will not see
Yeah.
all those things that I put there. You will not see them. You will never see them online. You will never see them online.
That's what the problem is.
You
Now
will
you
never
get my
see them
question.
online.
Okay.
I'm just giving all those things in case you guys see them in future or you heard about them. You never see them online. What I did was I brought them together myself to make you guys understand. You will never see them online. You only be seeing those other pictorial that you saw, that the one that is has colors and everything. Even the one I explained.
I'm not even
I just
talking
wanted
about
to
the
explain.
colors. I'm not
Yeah,
even talking about the colors. Yours was
let me
much
show my
more
screen.
detailed
Let me
than
show.
what I
Yes, you will
saw.
never see them online. You will never see them online. I
Hey,
came up.
that's just
Yes.
a question. I'm not trying to attack you or
No. I wanted to see that so that I can start from there and explain why it's like that.
exactly. Okay. This one you are presenting. This is what I saw online. Is this one
This one
exactly?
This one.
Yes, exactly. This is what I saw online. So when I saw your own, the one you were explaining, I was like, oh, this thing is like a bit confusing and all of those things. So that was why I said, okay, let me ask a question
Were
about
you
it.
the one that
If
sent me a message? Were you the one that sent me a message? That this
no,
week
I
3
wasn't.
is okay. Somebody
No,
sent
no,
me.
no,
I told her to be here. Okay, so
no. It's not
maybe we
me.
should start from. Let me leave the assignment. That assignment is the least out of all these things. Is the easiest one out of all this. Let's continue with today's one. So
Okay.
I don't know where to start from, but I can start from anywhere. Now, it was that Excel that was trying. I said that I didn't put here that I was trying to get from my other system for the assignment. That was what made me not to know that my network has gone off for those that joined when I joined. So now, this is this one too, as you are seeing it like this, is also an example of Gantt chart. It's also an example of Gantt charts. There are different type of Gantt charts. I just wanted to give different examples so that when you see it, you would when you see it outside or something similar, you will not say, okay, it's only one. I've only seen this one. I've only seen that one. That's why. So this one now is only showing the resources. These are the resources. Resources UI design. So, but this one now, I put UI design, meaning that the work package. Do you understand? Normally, some people will just say UI designer, meaning that the design. Sure, you guys understand. So this one I put based on work package, not based on the resource name. So I'm just trying to give different examples. So this one is UI designer. Like here now, you can see I put the resource in a column. So it's just variety, but I will start from here, from the beginning. Now, maybe I should start with, let's start with this. To start with, do you even understand what a work package is? Do you even understand what an activity is? Do you even understand what a scheduling is? Do you even understand what a sequence is? To start with, before I even move to that side. Please, anybody, we don't have time. This is very lengthy. Okay. Let me start with this. I'm not going to explain. If you guys want me to explain this part, I will come back. But let me just start what depicts that Gantt chart. If you are typing, I can't see. So you have to talk. I can't see. I'm just projecting. So now, work breakdown structure. We've already talked about the initial one. We talked about initiation. Remember, when I first started this training, I explained to you guys initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing, which is this one. This is week 3. I'm not with that. I have to go back again. Guys, just oh my God. Week 1 and 2.
Man, something to say. Oh,
Wait, what do you want to say? Is it part of? Oh yeah, go ahead with whatever you want to say.
yes, ma. Okay, ma, please.
Let
I've
me stop
noticed
sharing
that.
because I don't want what I'm sharing to be on video. Let me stop sharing first. I don't want my details to be on video. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I've noticed that all your examples are usually on finance or banking. Can you please help us make the examples more relatable for some of us that are not familiar with some of those concepts?
My sister, were you in class last week or the week
Yes,
before?
ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't. I don't think so, because if you were there, even though I used that in my lesson, but when I came to class, I was even asking people where some people can bear me witness. I was asking them their role, that we should give example of what they are doing based on what even Precious and some other people here. So that's why I said that, were you in class or were you listening? Because that one could be from my own. That is what I know. Could be from my own, based on my background, right? But in class, because I need to use you guys, if I can, you guys, I will ask which role, what are you? If there was even one guy that has done BA before, I don't know whether the guy is on this call today. I think that was the first one. Anybody can bear me witness. Precious, Abraham, please, you guys can talk. So that's, yeah, Kolade. So that I said, maybe you were here, but maybe you weren't 100%, because I use those examples not in my own training, no, but in class. But I will
Okay,
see how
thank
this one
you.
can go today. Oh. I can't really say, but let's just see. But let me explain with what I have on the board first. Then
Okay, thank you,
if you
ma'am.
can give me, yes, if you can give me your where you are, what you are doing and all that, we can chat with that. But let me just use what I have to explain. Yes. Okay. So is that all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So let me just pull up that week 1 and 2, because it's like my entire something is on online. Oh, it's recorded. It's still going to show. Guys, can anybody remember? I don't want to go there. I don't want to start project. Can anybody remember? Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. Let me share my screen again. Yeah. Can anybody remember this? This. Let's answer. Let's answer. We have a lot to cover. A lot. Can anybody remember this?
Yes, ma'am.
What we did last week was initiation. What we did last week was initiation. Anything that has to do with initiating projects. What we are doing today, anything that has to do with planning, and that's what we are still going to do next week. Is when we start doing using agile or using anything to monitor. That is when we now start talking about the execution and monitoring and controlling and everything. So now have it in mind that we are now on planning. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm going back. So I just wanted to just how fast I can go, but I'm not going to. Let's just move to that Gantt chart bit by bit. But let me just touch, because if I just jump like that, you might not understand some certain things. That's why I'm going back here. But I will not dwell more on this, because the other part is more tedious than this part. But if you ask question later, we can come back to it. So now, after you've already done your stakeholder register, you already identify your stakeholder, you've done everything. Next thing is for you to gather your requirements. And your requirements, you are gathering your requirements. For example, in this my case, maybe I have an app that I want to develop, or I have a banking application I want to develop. You can have your school, that you want to build a school, that you want to set up a school. You can have maybe a construction company. So what are the things that you need to set up a school? What are the things that you need to build to build a structure or a building? Those are the requirements that you are gathering. So I've started some example. That is it. Now, before you gather the requirements, What are the techniques that you are going to use? There are different techniques. You can do interviews. You can do workshop. I'm not going to go into details. It's already written there because we are going to the main one. I just want to quickly touch base on this so that you guys will understand. You can do interviews. For those that have, I didn't even ask today because I expect you to have gone to read. If you don't, if you have not gone to read this particular thing, want to start, maybe want to set up an admin department, and we only have maybe a small HR department. What are the things that is needed? Or you will want to, people that are working, where are you working? Things like that. Whatever thing, there is a technique, general techniques for everybody, whether it is technical or not technical. Interviews, workshop, survey, observation. When I first joined where I am working now, I observe to gather information from the team, and I put the information together for me to be able to profile, to be able to analyze and profile my own solution, or how I feel that things should be better. So that's observation. Document analysis, you are going back to what they've used before. You are just joining an organization, they have their own policy, they have their own documents. You are going there you have to look at it. For those that have, look at it and review existing manuals so that it can help you to be able to inform decision for your new project or for the ongoing project that you are assigned to. Now, I talked about scope at some point, I think. Now, you've already gathered requirement. Gathered requirement already. The next thing is for you to now define your scope. And you are defining your scope. So your scope is more like you're putting all the requirements together. So there is what they call scope statement and boundary. Remember, I talked about the scope creep, that don't try as much as possible when you're using waterfall. Don't let anybody just come and let it go through the change management. Just come and add more things to cause scope creep. In this case now, you're going to set your boundaries. What is in scope, what is not in scope? What are the things that we want to do? What are the things that we did not agree during our when we are doing our project charter, or as a team, or as a team that we want to do? So everything will be stated in this your scope statement and all. So that is what in your scope statement, it must have all these items. That is not where we are going. I just feel, let me just explain. Assumption, constraint. This is where the work is. Work breakdown structure. I've explained the scope. You gather your requirement to be able to define your scope. Scope is what are the things that we want, requirements that we want to work on, and what are the things that we don't want to work on. Now, there's what they call work breakdown structure, the completion of total scope into smaller deliverables and work packages. So there is deliverables, there is work packages. Work packages is the smallest unit of work that can be assigned to Nike, that can be assigned to Abraham, that can be assigned to Celia, that can be assigned to Olajumoke, that can be assigned to Joy, that can be assigned to Precious. That's work. So you have to break down your work into that smallest before it can be assigned to anybody. Now, I use the banking app project as an example. You can decide to pick any project that you want. Somebody there, Abraham did not use banking app. Based on my explanation so far, he used, I think it was maybe, was it, I can't remember, but it wasn't tech. It was the other guy that used a tech example. So now, I use a banking, like I said, allow me to use this one to explain. You can give your example and we can look at it. But we can look at it maybe by the time we come back. But I don't want us to really deviate so much so that we'll not lose track. This is a banking app project. The first one, the project name, whether you are saying that, okay, you want to do all this charity, something charity. My own is banking app project, whatever charity project. Level 1, the name of the project is the project name is the charity project. Mine is banking app project. This is the old project, the full-blown project. Level 2, in my own case, even when I use the banking app or I use the mobile, I still explain down to the users, to the teller, how things are being done. Now, you have your mobile application. Let me even leave banking. You have your mobile application. You are transacting money every day. It's just whatever thing that you are doing every day. Let's even leave technical thing. You are transferring money. You are collecting money. On your mobile app, I asked Julia that day, please, what do you have on your mobile app? I think she mentioned she has transfer. What can she do there and everything? Now, on this mobile app, want to develop a mobile app. My mobile app, somebody can open a mobile application. Just any app that you transfer money, can a volunteer just, so that it won't be like I'm just talking. Please, can a volunteer please tell me, log into your app, tell me the name of the app and what you have on the app when you log in. Maybe I should even start from that person that spoke. Please, I need you to open your mobile application. Is it Olajumoke now?
Yes,
Olajumoke.
Yes, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
the one.
Please log in, please.
Okay.
To your mobile, any of your mobile application.
Okay. Yes, I've logged in.
Okay. When you log in, what can you see?
The first thing that came was
You have to
display
log
submitted.
in, right?
Yes,
You have
yes,
to log in. Yeah. So that login part is that user registration. Before you were able to log in, you first register, right?
yes, I did.
Okay. Now, you are developing an application, or you are building a house. The first thing, before you even get to this user registration, there is something that comes on top. There is a father already before it even goes to the children. So what I'm saying here, I even use that even in my class there. I was talking about father, mother, diseases. I'm sure people can bear me witness in the illustration.
Yes.
I wasn't using it. That's why in a way it might even confuse some people. I was talking about father, mother, children, diseases during my illustration. It wasn't about only technical. Just the way I can just explain. Yeah. So now, in this case now, the owner of the house is the banking now we have the user module. Let's say it's the father. Before you even get to your registration, the father has, now I don't want to even use, let me say the father, the next one will now be the mother. After the main project, right? The main project. Now the next column, you are breaking down. So scope, you want to break down. That's what you call a work breakdown structure. You want to break down your work or put it into the smallest bit before you can assign to resources, before you can assign to Nike to work on. That is the purpose of this work breakdown structure. Is it clear by everybody? Can I go on?
Yes, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
go on, please.
Okay. Now, I'm now saying that, okay, what is now the name of my project? The name of my project, which is the level 1, is whatever name that you want to call your project. Charity, construction, project, anything that you can call it. Now, the next one after the name of my project is level 2. Level 2 is now, I want to use, in this case now, before I can even go to the user registration, I will now say there is a module, user module, anything that has to do with user, because you just logged in now. Anything that has to do with you has something before you go to that registration. You might not see from the front end from your application, but there's something happening somewhere. Those that develop it, that your login is connecting to. Okay, Olajumoke. So there is somebody at the top before you now get to the second login. User registration is more like you saying login, log out. Okay, which is a sub. Please, you guys should answer me so that I will know that you are following. Then I can move on.
Yes,
Can I move on?
Following
Okay.
you. Those are product design.
You said?
I said more like the product design. Whatever
No,
bits
product
of the
design
project.
is different though. Let me explain product design. Product design is before you even start a project, before the people that develop this application that you are using, there's a design that they came up with to say this is what we want to do, and we want now it to function. That is product design. Clear? Okay.
Yes,
So
clear.
this is not product design. It's still the function. All this we're talking about is the functionality. Deliverables are functionalities. They are functionalities.
Okay, if I get you right, these deliverables you are talking about is not like the UX.
No,
user
no.
experience.
It's not the UX. It's the work. It's the functionality. All these things that you are pressing, you want to transfer is a deliverable.
Okay.
Login is a
Okay.
deliverable. You are doing VAS.
Okay.
You want to buy airtime. It could be VAS purchase, something like that. It's not UI. It's not
Okay.
UI UX. Leave that UI UX. It's not. We are not UI UX class, but because
Okay.
in project management you must have an idea of all those things. That is why
Okay.
you must have an idea of all those things. You doesn't have to know everything, but UI UX is not when we get to that dependency that can be explaining UI UX. But I just explained that before you can start saying you want to have a mobile app, there's a design at the background that somebody has already designed. Somebody is asking question. I can't see you. Now I'm projecting, so you can just speak that you want to ask question. Should I move on, or somebody is asking question? There's a lot to cover. Is anybody asking question so that I can move on?
Sorry.
Okay. No. You don't need to tell me sorry. Just let me know. You know, I can't see, but I know that something just dropped.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if I'll get you right, sorry, I joined the class late because my
Is that
time
precious?
zone has
That volume,
Yes.
that voice. Go ahead.
Sorry, I joined the class late because I was looking at 5 o'clock, forgetting that time has changed, so it's 1 hour different with
Okay, you're
Nigeria.
not okay.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So if I'll get it, I want to kind of narrow it to like the building. You made an example. So for example, if the project is a building project,
Yes.
that's the name. So
Yes.
the user model, will I then say is
The
laying the
kitchen.
foundation?
Yeah, exactly. Laying the
Okay.
foundation. Yes. So laying the foundation before you can now start having all those buildings, all those ones, they are now more like the sub, right? They are the sub of that foundation. You know, you first lay the foundation before you now start saying, okay, I'm carving out sitting room, I'm carving out
Yes.
bedroom and everything. So all those bedroom, sitting room, they are the sub deliverable. The foundation is more like the major deliverable.
Yeah.
Clear? Okay.
Thank
Any
you.
other question before I move on? Okay. So we've talked about the major deliverable, we talked about the sub deliverable using different example. Now, so for you to be able to assign work to all those artisans, you have to now break that foundation to sub deliverable. Okay, and you have to now look at it. This sub deliverable now, the foundation. Even you can even use car too. The car has so many. So different example. It doesn't have to be in tech. Now, the next one, you can see user registration. This is still a deliverable, not yet a work part, because you can still break it down. So for that house foundation, we have different rooms, different kitchen, and all that. Can we break it down further? Can we break our kitchen down further? How can we break our kitchen? Like, can we, if you cannot break it down, then that means that particular point is your work package. That means that kitchen is your work package. Do you guys understand? But if you can still break it down, that last bit, so it can also be sub deliverable 1, sub deliverable 2, it can be level 3, level 4, up to the last bit that you can assign to an artisan, or you can assign to a developer, or you can assign to any of the team members. Clear? So it doesn't have to stop at level 3. Clear? Everybody?
Oh, yes, you can go ahead.
Okay. So in this case now, my example, this user registration is more like login. I just use the word user registration. It doesn't have to be user registration. So you might change your own to something else. Now let us now come to so the last bit of work is what the artisan or the developers for technical people will work on. And these are the thing now. Design. So these are the work packages is the smallest bit of work. Now, work packages, I'm not saying that developer, for you to be able to help me to build this mobile application under user registration, there has to be a design. So there has to be a designer that will do the design login page. There has to be a developer that will develop the login backend. Don't mind me with the word, but the person that will do the development. Don't disturb yourself with all those terminology. Then there will be somebody that will have to test. Even with your all these other one to do, testing comes more from our own part, technical part. But there is always, in project management, there is a room for testing. Like I said, I'm more into technical than not technical.
They can test whether the sink
But,
is working or the toilet
working,
is flushing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just even looking at all those charity. How will they test? But there should be, so there's what they call proof of concept. Whatever thing that they've done, they can also test it. Maybe just test with small units before it will now go out. So testing has to take place, whether it is technical or non-technical. Okay, so these are the work packages for this particular mobile application. But like what Precious said now, Precious has mentioned. So let's now look at that building. We could now say the kitchen, the sitting room, the lounge, that kind of thing. Then which work will the artisan do in the kitchen? Sink, build what do you call it now?
Shelves.
I want to say that develop a sink. You can't develop a sink now. You guys should help me now.
The shelf.
What are we going to do in the kitchen?
The shelf.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to say, okay, shelf is part of the kitchen work. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the sink as well. The windows, kitchen windows. Yeah. So those are the work packages. Please, can we move on?
Yeah.
Now, level. This is so me, typical me. I can just leave here and jump to the next one. I just wanted you guys to understand again. I came here again to explain illustration 2, just to give a broader knowledge again. But I can as well say, not bother to illustration 2 or 3, just jump to the next topic. But I just don't want to do that. But that's why I'm giving different examples. This was another illustration, using the same thing, but another illustration, saying that, okay, level 1, for people that might not understand the way I put it there, level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1, project name, overall project. Level 2, major deliverables. Level 3, work packages. It can go down to level 6, depending on the smallest unit. In this case, now it's just level 3. Work packages, they are the assignable tasks, smallest manageable unit of work that can be scheduled, costed, and assigned. We'll talk about it when we get to the Gantt chart. Now, if you look at this, it's still the same thing. Level 1, banking app project. Level 2, user module. Level 3, this. Let's move on. It's the same thing, just different illustration. Now, look at this illustration 3. This one is more like the overall way of illustrating. The main one is, you can see level 1, the main person. It has 3 children. 3 children. Level 2, user module. Another child, payment module. Another child, admin module. Now, you will now take each of them and break them down. I only broke down user module. I did not come to break down payment module. I just don't want to confuse too much. I stopped on the user module. So I broke it down into the work packages. Somebody else can, and the assignment I gave you guys is on this payment module and admin module to break it down further. Do you guys understand? We are still going to go there, but that's why I did not touch these 2. Okay? Can I move on? Let me hide this one. Please, guys, can I move on? It's the same thing with the illustration 1, 2.
Yes.
Please, you guys should talk. I won't know what is happening. Yes, so this is just another illustration. Nothing serious. This is another illustration 4 again. Just for you guys to understand. The same thing. I put this one in tabular for, if you don't understand the overall one, at least you understand this one, that, okay, this one is the main project. There are 3, there are 3 levels under level 2 now. I have 3 children, and my first child is user registration, and user registration has all these work packages. My second child is payment module. Payment module, one of them, grandchildren, fund transfer. Fund transfer has these work packages. The third child, admin module, has this grandchild, I say grandchild, user management, and these are the work under the smallest unit under user management. Clear? This is another illustration. I guess because you have so many illustrations, you are confused.
It is.
Yes.
But I'm just trying to
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Clear.
make it clear. That's why I did all that, but I can as well stop there and just move on to. So are we clear now? It's the same thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is. So like
Yes, ma'am.
overall, the Gantt chart depends on the project you are working on.
Yes. They're different. So
Yes.
you place your grant based on the project you're working on.
Okay. So I think what made me confused a bit was because of the technicality of the project you are working with.
Yes. The
Yeah,
one I
thank
use as my example.
you. Yes.
Me
Thank you very
too.
much. Thank you very
I
much.
was so confused.
And because you've never heard of all those things before, and me, if I use any example, I might not do it well because that's not my field. So I use based on my field. Apologies. I might not be able to explain well. That's why I prefer to ask questions here in class. Okay, based on what you are doing, what are you? This is what I'm doing.
Okay.
But now you understand as I'm explaining.
Yes, I do perfectly.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Thank
So
you very much.
yeah, you're welcome. So now, so that you guys not get more confused, if you look at it, so for you not to get more confused, that's why I labeled them. It's always good when you know that you have so many child or you have so many children, you have to label them so that you will not be confused when you are breaking them down. So you can see child 1, 1.1 for the first grandchild and the work breakdown structure. So if I have, let's say I have another grandchild under for, now this is a child payment module. Payment module has grandchild fund transfer. It might have another grandchild money market. That one cannot be 1.2.2. This money market is not in the technical. You people, you are transferring money. Somebody is sending money to you. You are doing transfer in bank. All this, I'm just using bank terminology. Money market, trade, you are trading, all those things. Another person can come. I have another grandchild, put 1.2.3, trade. Clear? Clear?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, so I'm done with this part. Can we move on to the next? So I've explained WBS, work breakdown structure, in different forms. Now, we don't need to spend much time here. We don't even need to come here. You guys should understand scope. Scope. If we want to go back to that Gantt chart, we can come back and be explaining this one. But I feel that Gantt chart is our target, and that's why I started from the beginning. We have already explained scope script before countless times. Don't allow is an uncontrolled addition or change to the project scope without adjustment to time, cost, or resources. It has to go through change management when you are using waterfall. But when it comes to agile or hybrid, especially when it comes to agile, it's hard to we don't use change management in agile, and that's why you have to be very, very careful. You have to be skilled for you to be able to. If not, if you're not careful, when they're adding more scope or more feature to your work, or they are telling you that you should add, maybe you've already decided that okay, you want to build a 1-story building, and they are now saying that stakeholder is saying that okay, please, we want to add another 1-story building. That it's my cost scope creep. You have to communicate to them the issue, what might happen, and you have to analyze and see whether you can bring it in or not. And I also explain, you can also swap. You can also swap to say, okay, if you know this needs to go in, what about, it depends. Can we swap this for this? Can this one go now? Otherwise, it will affect your time. You will not be able to meet up with the time. And they'll say the project manager she's not capable. Whereas they are the one that added more feature, more things to what you are supposed to do. when you've already approved, it has been approved that this is what you are supposed to do. Clear?
Yes.
I'm moving on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But ma'am,
I explained chain process. Oh, okay. Who is
I
that?
wanted to ask, like, probably if they want to add some things to it, can they also give us extra time? Maybe if it's not possible,
So
they
that
don't
is
want.
what the extra time, the waterfall, the extra time is what you have to analyze and send it to change control board. You can see, you raise your change, you impact, you check, you analyze the effects. Change control board will review it. They will approve, or so they can approve to say, okay, let's add more extra time. They can say that, okay, let's add more resources for you to be able to meet up with that time. Clear? So it depends.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Do you understand? If you don't understand, you're acting as if you don't understand.
Yeah, I understood. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So those are the things. And if he's not waterfall, in that case, if that kind of thing comes, not that maybe you just say, no, I cannot accept it. You have to make them understand the effect, and you see whether you can consume that or you cannot consume what they are requesting for. But you just don't send them away to say, no, it's not possible. Okay. I have explained the breakdown of who does what here. I don't need to do all regarding the change process. Now, this is the next part. We've talked about scope. You've already done your scope. This one goes into the Gantt chart. Gantt chart depicts your resources. It depicts the work that you want to do. It depicts the time. It depicts the duration, and it depicts even the status of the job that you are meant to do, or the artisan is meant to do, or the developer is meant to do. Now, there is what they call, why do you want to schedule? These are just, you can go through that yourself. Activities, sequencing, dependency, duration estimates. Now, activities, they are actions needed to complete a work package. I said work package is the smallest unit, right? What are the actions that the artisan would need to be able to work on the shelf? The person will have to go and get what they call it, wood, Abby, or someone. So those are the activities. So these are the activities. In the technical terms, all these create wireframe, set up database, they are technical terms. But I just give an example of when you are building a house or you are working on the kitchen parts. Those are the things. What are the things, activities that need to be done for this to be developed, for this to be done? So in this case, I just said create wireframe. Wireframe is for those that want to know, is when I said design, that has to be designed before you can develop. Wireframe, it's the design. It's more interactive. No, prototype is the most interactive out of them. So there is one that I have to go to design and start explaining again. So wireframe is just a design, but it's still more. It's not like black and white design. It has colors, it has buttons, it has all those touch, just the way this screen is. But when it comes to the prototype, you will be able to know, okay, this one is interacting with this one. So don't let me confuse you. It's just a design, but there are different type of design for people to pick up. So it's just a design. Wireframe, set up database. Database too is there are things that need to be done before you can be able to develop a product, all those your phone that you're holding. So there are things that need to be done from the technical side. I don't want to bore. We're not in development class, and we are not in design class. So I will not want to dwell too much on that. Sequence are activities that need to go one after the other, arranging activities in the logical order they must occur. Initiation must come before planning must come before execution must come before monitoring and controlling, something like that. I just want to give that example. Dependency is a relationship between two activities, which means that before an activity can commence, before you can commence a particular work, before one artisan can start a particular work, let me use regarding a building. I'm coming now. Before you can paint, you have to, the structure has to be there, right? Before you can paint.
Yes.
After building, before you can say you want to clean the floor, for you to stay in the house, you have to, before you can stay in the house, right? Before you can park in, you have to clean the floor, or you have to clean the whole house, right? So there are certain things that need to be done before other things will come in. So those are the dependencies. The duration is just how long it will take. So illustration 1, explaining activities in details. A work package, like I said, work package, a kitchen, design, develop a kitchen or build a kitchen. This one is design login page. What are the activities that I need to do for that login page to be designed? Which is the how you are going to create. These are technical terms. You are going to, don't bother yourself. They are just technical terms. Maybe let's use an example from, you guys should, can somebody, activities for, maybe we're using house. Can we use some other things, or should we still continue with the house?
No. Please let us use this technical part so that we can get it well. Using a house is just like a random example. It's better for you to use an industrial based example to explain so that we can get it. I think
that's my thought, and this technical part, I've explained it before. It's more industrious than non, as in you are more like, I'm not saying that, but there is higher chance for, even based on when it comes to salary as well, in major parts than not technical. So you just have to, over time, you just have to learn towards that. But there are big companies that that pay well, that is non-technical, and that they pay well. But I've noticed, based on my observation, checking all that, you just see some, they want to pay peanuts, and because when I look at the role, maybe just, even the technical ones too, that they just want to. But if you have that skill, you are building the skill small, you are trying to understand things small. It has high price than the other one, but that does not mean that the other one too, they don't. But I would not lie to you, so I don't know how to explain for that. Okay, activities for me to design a login page, create wireframe, because you see a project, or maybe a project manager role, they will call it program manager. And what they want you to do, they want you to manage. Those are the other parts. They want you to manage. You are managing people. You're also managing people here, but you're just managing the program. You understand? You're managing the program. Sometimes those ones comes with lesser price than, if just like developers now. Developers, their price is high. So anything that has to do with IT, we all know is always more pricey than the one that is not IT. That's just my take. So it depends on where you want to follow and how you want to be build yourself over time. But that's just my advice. So for you people are quiet. I've dropped a bomb, right? Guys, are you still there?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Are you guys tired? Are you guys tired? This one that you guys are quiet. The class is getting boring
No,
for me.
ma'am,
So
I'm
let me
not
know.
tired. I don't feel like we're already getting into the new business. So we're already saying that we
Because
calm down.
you are doing boot camp, I believe. And the boot camp, you are going to be managing developers in that boot camp. I believe so. That you people will also be part of the boot camp. And it's developer that you'll be managing. developers, the designers, and everything. So start getting used to it. Okay. So create wireframe. So for the activities, design login page, activities. What are the activities that I need that my developers or my resources will need to develop this login page? I'm the project manager. The designer will create a wireframe for the login page. The designer will choose color scheme and branding. The designer will design input field for username and password. You know that place that they put box that you put username, that box, that long box, like a rectangle, something like that. And review design with stakeholders. So these are the work that we are to do. It might not only be for designer alone, but we are also going, designer will also review with stakeholders. These are the work for design login page. In summary, the chunk of what you want to deliver is the work package. Activities is the step-by-step action needed to complete the work package. Are we clear? So I've explained activities is the task and the work package is the smallest unit of work. Can I move on?
Yes, ma.
So this work package now, illustration 2. Deliverable is, this is the work package. Work package. So there are different work package here. Design, develop, test. The designer will design before developer will come and develop your phone that you are holding. Then the tester will test to be sure that everything is fine before it goes out for you to start using. What are the things, activities that the designer would do for the design to be done? These are the activities. What are the activities that developer will do for your phone, for them to be able to build that your iPhone, your Android phone? These are the things. I'm just citing an example. It's not all. This one is just 1 out of 20. So these are the things. And for tester, what would tester? Tester has to test before you start using it. He has to write test cases, do all these things. These are the things. This one is a whole. Another course on his own. All these ones, and there are people there already. The way you don't know their own, they don't know your own too. There is just small knowledge that you just need to know. So don't disturb yourself. Over time, you will know. So can I move on, or you want us to use another example before I move on? But I just explained now what packages. This one could be, the design could be, you are designing, and you know that design, architectural design for the house. Then they will start building. That's where the developer comes in. Then they will start checking where all those things are. That's where the testing comes in. Now we've used another example, building example for that. I hope we are clear. Can I move on?
Yes, you can.
Now, sequence. I said sequences are, you are arranging things in order of execution. Please listen well here. It's like I'm even going, I'm just, the slide, I'm teaching you guys all over again. That's serious. So please, what's the time? Hey, God. Am I supposed to be doing this? let me continue. Okay. Sequence. Now, there are different type of sequence. There are different ones. Finish to start. There is start to finish. There is finish to finish, and there is also start to finish. I'm not going to dwell too much, please, because we've not gotten to that Gantt chart. Finish to start. There are some work that you have to finish one, A, before you start B. Don't forget that when I was showing us there, I mentioned design, develop, and test. I said design, designer. I also use architectural work as design. The next one I said develop. I also use you build the building, develop, and I said they will test. Now in this case, you can see I said develop login page must finish before testing, because those one must come before the next. That's just an example of finish to start. I'm sure we are clear. This thing is not something that is just, is even me myself, sometimes I get it confused. Like I said, all these are work. It's just something that I just need to, if you go back again and revisit it and all that, sometimes I get it confused as well. So it's not something that you one time everything must sync like that. But I think I've explained to the best of my knowledge. Now, start to start, there are some tasks that you can start in parallel. And let me just start an example. Let's look for an example in that building that we can start together. I can be working on the shelf at the same time to working on the sink, right? At the same time, they don't disturb each other. That is what this start to start means. It means that the designer can start designing and the developer can also start developing some things without you, but it depends on the type of developer. There is what we call front end and back end. What I'm saying here is that the back end developer can start work as well as when the designer starts. That's what I'm saying. But the front end developer cannot start work if the designer did not finish his or her task. Let me repeat it again. Back-end designer can start work at the same time with the designer, right? But the front-end developer cannot start anything, cannot even start work, can just be doing some trying to put things together. The front-end designer would commence the work when the design is complete, because front-end deals with what user can see, back-end deals with what you cannot see. So that is my simplest explanation that I can give. Are we good? And I gave an example of a house too. Can I move on? So that is start to start. Now, finish to finish. Task B can only finish after task A finishes. So it means that I just gave that example now that front-end developer can only start when the designer finishes. Front-end developer cannot start work when designer has not finished, and that's the example of finish to finish. Task B can only finish after task A finishes, which means that they can overlap. Okay, so develop, I'm coming on. Let me see what I wrote here. They can overlap, but B completion depends on A completion. Develop and text backend API for front transfer. I'm coming on because what I will, let me just also, I give another example, but let me see this example that I gave. Develop and test backend API for front transfer. I will explain. While front end team can only complete API integration into front end, okay, when A is done. So in this one now, I use the two developers, backend and front end. I'm saying that because in development, in technical development, backend, front end depends on backend. There's some things that backend need to provide before front end can commence or before they can even finish their work. So I'm saying here now that the backend person for a developer must finish his or her work before the front end person can complete his or her work. That's what I'm trying to say. I also give an example of front end developer and designer person too. Initially, it's still the same thing. And if I want to use the building, for me to know that somebody understand me, can we give an example of anything in the building that one must complete before the other one can start? I think it has to do with plastering and painting. You have to plaster before you can paint. You can't paint before, you can't paint when you've not plastered the building. Hope I'm correct. So that's the example. Then the last one, this one is not common, start to finish. You have to tell me what I'm projecting, I can't see. Task B cannot finish. This one is rare. Let me just finish this part. I'm coming, sir. This part is very rare. Task B cannot finish on the task A has completed the task. I just gave this one, the old system should not be turned off until the new system has started running. This one is not common. I've not used this one before. Okay, go ahead, please.
In the start to start section, you said they can overlap. So I want to really
Yes.
get that. I want to understand it, man.
Okay, when I say they can overlap, they can start at the same time.
Okay.
They can start at the same time. You can start building your shelf, and you can also start building your sink. Start putting the sink together.
Okay, man.
You can start building the sitting room and also start building the kitchen at this. So once you put the structure there, these different artisans can start working on different things. I don't think it will disturb each other. I'm not into construction, but that's just the explanation I can give.
Okay, man. But man,
Okay, sir.
in the example you used, you said tax B can start when tax A has finished. Something like front end can only start when back end has finished, but they can't start at the same time. But I'm still saying they can
Which one?
over.
Which one?
Like
Which
the
one
start-
of them?
No, sorry,
Start
finish
which one of
to
them?
finish to finish rather. Finish to finish.
Finish to finish, yes. So I'm saying that in this one, don't look at what I put there. But what I'm saying is that tax B can only finish after tax A finishes. So,
Okay.
for example, I use two backend and two developers as an example. We have front end and back end. Front end always depend on back end. Okay. Now, front end cannot finish until back end finishes. Even though you can start something, but you can start something, but you cannot finish until back end finishes because you're using that back end endpoint to do your work.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can start something. That's what I meant I can overlap, but you can never finish it because backend has not completed the work, because backend has to give you something for you to be able to implement for user to see. So you cannot finish it until that backend is done.
All right, man. Thank you so
And the
much.
same thing with design. I said I use design and I also use front-end developer. If as a front-end developer, you cannot finish your front-end work that Nike can see and use if the design is not complete, because that means the work that you are going to give me will not be completed because design is not done. You are just going to give me unfinished work. Clear?
Yes, man.
Okay. So all these things I'm just trying to explain here again. Work package A, work package B. Work package A, design login page, develop login page, designer, developer, architectural, builder, activities. We've talked about this activity. I just put, so I'm just trying to explain the time that, okay, I'm bringing up the Gantt chart small, I'm creating the Gantt chart small, coming up with small details. I just don't want to put it to you guys to say, okay, this is it. So this one I'm saying, okay, you can see I put the other ones I did not put days. So small, I'm beginning to add some things to it now. This one I added 2 days. So I'm now saying, okay, Shadi is going to use 2 days to complete that wireframe design work. He's going to use another 2 days to do the mock-up. He's going to use the sorry. When I was explaining that time, that wireframe is the one that has black and white too. The other one, now when I was explaining that design, I'm not a designer, so sorry. That mock-up is the second layer. The prototype is the one. Mock-up is the one that has a bit of colors and all that, but it's not interactive. The prototype is interactive. So that wireframe is just normal. The first design, without any color, without anything, it's just black and white. That's okay. This is what we want to do. More like how will I put it now? It doesn't have any. It's just the beginning of the design. It's just maybe somebody is telling me something.
So is it that, for example, the last slide we just finished, that means A cannot, like, for this sequence now, I'm just trying to make example if I'm getting, let me, because I'm getting what you're saying.
Yes.
So this
That's what it
create a
means.
wireframe have to start and finish before you start creating the mock-up.
So that creates
Or do they have
wireframe.
to like work hand in hand?
No, wireframe. You have to, is your wireframe that you are adding something to it that will make up a mock-up. Is your mock-up that you are beautifying that will make up a prototype. So you cannot do them separately.
So it's just one person that is doing those things.
And one person can do it, 2 people can do it, but it's always one person. because the person you've already started. So some people even prefer to. So it's only one person. So you can't do wireframe and say what are you going to use? Because your wireframe is the first layer, the first step.
Okay.
So if you don't have wireframe, you can't. But some people, so it depends on the job. Like where I am right now, we don't use wireframe. They just use mock-up. They don't even use prototype. Do you understand? But
So
you would have done wireframe, now do mock-up, but then you will not present wireframe. It's wireframe that now translates to mock-up after you are done, because mock-up has to do with colors and all that. Do you understand me?
okay, so you can for the person creating this sequence, for example, is one designer, the person doing A1, A2, A3, can he be working at the same time with the person doing B1?
Of course. B1
Okay,
is
so
they are not depending on each other, because B1 that I put here now is a
the
back-end
database.
developer. Yeah, it's a
Okay,
database, and that's with database.
okay.
But sorry, I've jumped. Let me explain something. The only challenge I have explained that the front end, this front end login form, this person cannot start anything until when the A3 is done. This B3 cannot start anything until when A3. The reason why I put this one, I just put it based on development level. What is done based on development. But if I want to mix this one, anything about design and together, I will say B1, B2. I will now say maybe like A3 before B3. Do you understand? But what I did here is just to let you know the flow for design, the flow for development. Do you understand?
Yes, please. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Is any other person? Oh God. Having a headache. Can we move on? Are we okay?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
Please, I'll 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Please. Sorry, guys. I'm coming. Where am I safe? I was projecting this one. Okay, so for dependency between design and development, so you can see this was what you were asking me. Precious, this is the explanation to what you were asking me. Precious, can you hear me? Or the person that asked that question? Please, let's respond, please. Let's
Yes,
respond.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was, you can see that the database setup can commence in parallel with A1 and A2 wireframe. These are wireframe to prototype for design. So database can start work as well as design. For the second one, B2, which is still database, depends on B1 because they are both database, they are both the backend person. So B2 will depend on B1 to commence. Okay. Now, this was what I was telling Pressure, that B3 will depend on A3 to complete, or it can depend on A2. Like in my place now, majority of time they don't do prototype, they just do mock-up. So B3 will depend on A2 to complete. Okay. Now, B4, which is B4 is we finish the work. Front end and back end has finished the work. Right? Now, B4 is connect UI plus API, depends on B2. And so let me look at this one that I wrote and let me explain. B4 depends on, okay. Now, this one, for the phone that you are saying that you are pressing transfer, there's something at the back that is being done for that thing to work. So it means that before you can see that connection, before you can be able to log in, B2, which is the database, I don't want to any type of database, whether the backend person must 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 be completed, as well as the front end form must be completed before can be formed. That's what it means. It means that this B2, which is the completion of the backend person, in line with the completion of the front end, before, when we put those two together, now give us B4. Confused? B2 and B3 together gives us B4. That is when Jumoke can log in and see, even though we've not tested. Maybe she can log in on a particular environment that we are using before it goes live. That's what it means. I don't know whether that person is saying yes or no. I can't see what you are typing, so you can speak up. Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, I just want to give a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's me, Kola.
Okay, Kola. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to give you a suggestion. Like, the way you are explaining the front end, the back end, it's just a suggestion. I'm not trying to be upfront. So maybe you can just tell us to just go and read a little bit of what software development looks like, so that we can be able to integrate, like if I just suggest for us, so that we'll be able to streamline this front end, back end, so that when we are, I don't know, I'm just suggesting.
Okay. Am I not going to give you guys additional work to do when you have not even finished reading? Thank you, Kolade. When you are not even finished reading listening to your, so that's why in this place now we can think of, it's good, but it's not compulsory. I don't know how to put it. It's not compulsory. So I can go back there and because if I don't want it to be like, okay, this instructor is enforcing, go and be learning. You don't have to. But I know someone like you now that you have done BA. You have to. I guess that for you to have said you want to go and do BA, there's reason for that. I'm sure in BA too. BA is it has to be more of technical. Am I correct? The BA that you did, Kolade.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So thank you. It has to be more of technical. So I don't want to reinforce, but I just know that these things too is not like you learn it in a day. I learned them on the job. I didn't go and maybe sat in one class for all this. I learned them on the job. So at the same time too, I'm just this kind of person that okay, even though I did computer science, I know I have an idea of all these things, but there's still something that I learn on the job. And even this development too, that is part of what I just paused for this training. So that's why when some people want to start complaining, I left my own just to learn more, to put all these things together. I've paid for the thing. I've not been able to start because I'm doing this. So I just need to chip in that based on so that I don't want to force anybody. Kolade, I don't know. Because if I start to do, say that, okay, they have other things to do, I'm enforcing them to do this, I'm enforcing them to do that. I don't want to. So that's what I'm trying to bring up. Maybe we can bring up any example that will speak to that. That's how I was using building. But like what Kolade said, you guys can it's not by force. You can go and learn what is function of a back end, what function of a front end. It won't be an assignment for me because it's not like a project management. But I won't lie to you. Most times, when you go for interview, they will ask you, do you know the project life cycle? Do you know all those things? They would want you to. It depends on like I said, it depends on the interview and the job. But majority of the job that is pricey out there so you can go and learn backend, function of a backend, of a front end, and of a designer, as well as tester. But that is not my assignment for today. So I will not enforce it. Pressure is raising and I will allow you. I'm not going to enforce it, but you can learn it so that we're even still we are stopping it anytime soon, Seth. we'll soon stop this our back and front end. We'll soon stop it because by time to on next week now is more of risk. And I think maybe just a bit of just small. We can cite different examples. So, but apologies. This is I've worked all my life with using all these things. So 99%. So I don't. That's I always use your own real life example. If you have, let's use it. I don't want to give an example that I'm not sure of. But we can go and learn that. If you have any question, I can assist. But even me myself too, I still want to know more. What I want to know more is not about project management too. I want to know more that when they are talking, when I say do this, you will not tell me you are using 20 days and you can use 10 days. And I mean, I'll shake my head to say, oh, yes, 20 days is okay. Whereas maybe it's 15 days that is okay. I want to learn more and I also want to advance. I want to go beyond managing projects. I want to go beyond that. So everybody have their vision and their purpose. So everybody have their reason. So, but Kolade, thank you so much for that. So for people that want to, please go so that by the time I touch base next week, to also be easier for you. But that is what I can. That's my small contribution I can give to you guys. Yeah, or small, what they call it now, leaving what I'm supposed to do to pass my own thing to the society, my own quota to the society. So please just accept it the way it is. But if you can use example, Precious, go ahead. Let's do that.
Sorry. Okay. According to what Kolade said, seriously, I will talk about myself. Some of us are all entirely me. I'm entirely new to all this thing. Like entirely. I'm hearing front end, back end. I can type with my system, but all these things are new. I don't know anything. But when he mentioned it, I jotted it down to actually read up. If we don't even know what to read up on, I'm not saying that it can even be assignment. It can be at the end of, you can, for more understanding, you can research on this for more. So it's not like a compulsory thing. And if we are going to develop something by the end of this class, if we are going to develop or we are going to plan a project at the end of this class, that means we are supposed to understand the concept and how to work towards it. So we'll not get there and be stuck. Yeah, I think it's very, and someone also typed in the group that if we can like have a WhatsApp group, people that are more knowledgeable, they can also like can ask questions and get feedback, and it will be helpful.
Okay, so do you guys want to form? You know, this one is not part of. I don't know whether privy to do that, but I don't have any issue. But I think you guys can do it among yourselves if you want to add. So you guys want to form a group now, right? WhatsApp group. Do you, or please guys should enlighten me. What do you want based on that group now? How do you guys want to come about it? I just dropped what I need you guys to. If you guys can go and learn more on that.
Yeah, so we can have a WhatsApp group. The person that typed on the chat said we can have a WhatsApp group. Then those that are more knowledgeable in these things, we can drop questions. We can have like, it's just I have a question, I'm confused about something. I can drop it in the WhatsApp group, and I get a response from someone that would all agree that some people are very knowledgeable here about this whole thing, and why some of us are entirely new. Myself as an example, so it will be very helpful. So it will be very, very helpful. So that's just
okay. Yeah, I just dropped what you guys need to let me know what Kolade said. I just dropped that now. Just read more on back and front end testing and designer. Well, let me just say UI designer, UI UX design. Let me just say design instead of design. UI UX design. So if you guys can read a bit more on that, yeah, that will be. And also the group, the class captains are here. You can form the group, right? So you guys will need to decide on how you want to do it and get. I don't know how you guys want to do it. Based on that. I don't have any issue with that. So it depends. Yeah, I don't have any issue with that. So should I continue, or anybody, somebody want to talk? Okay. Should I continue, guys? Oh, it's already 7.
Yes,
Should I?
ma.
Okay.
Yes,
Precious, you
ma'am.
have another question. Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Oh God. Oh. Okay. So in this one now, can we just use this? Can we just quickly use a house, the building that we've been talking about, kitchen and all that, for this before I move on to the next one?
Okay, that'll be fine, man.
Somebody will tell me. Who said that will be fine? This person that said that will be fine will be the one to start off. Yeah. Who said that will be fine? The person doesn't want to talk again. Who said that will be fine? No, please, that person should talk. Who is the person? Guys, please, let's talk. It's already 7, please. I have something to do too, and I'm already tired.
Ma, I can volunteer and answer the question.
Okay.
What are you asking?
Okay. I will help in between. I said let's look at all. Let's use these ones. They depend, so that let's use building, kitchen, everything as this dependency between. So let's say dependency between kitchen. I'm coming. Dependency between the architectural work
And the
and also
development.
and development, whether kitchen or sitting room or whatever. Yes, let's use that. Okay.
Okay. So
don't forget that
should...
B1, yeah, B1 is development, A1 to A3 is architectural work. But in this case now, we'll just say architectural work is just 1. We'll not use YF, understand. Architectural is just A1. Then A1 to A3 represent architectural work, and B1 could represent different type of rooms in the building. B2 another room, something like that. Let's start. Lounge and all that.
Okay, so B1 is the development, right? The Bs are the development, then the As are the architectural work.
Yes.
The first one here is B1 database setup can commence in parallel with A1 to A3. That means oh my God, architecture.
Let me help what? In the architectural design or whatever, is there anything that can start even when designer is designing? Is there anything that can start in a building? They are building, they are getting sand, they are getting blocks, they are getting cement. Maybe they just want to pack them on the floor and put them. Those are the things. It's just like that.
Yes.
Just like that. So that is what that one means. So they are getting all those sand blocks, gravels, just to put them down. You can work in parallel when the architectural work is also on. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you are dropping message, I cannot see it though, because I'm projecting. I can't see.
Someone is raising up his hand.
Person should speak up. I've already said it. Person should speak up. Then I'll know whether I want to stop or I don't want to stop. We still have a long way, but I'm going to end by 7:30. I have something tomorrow, and I've not started reading. It will be very bad if I'm not also helping myself. It will be very, very bad. Even though I'm trying to help people, it will be very, very bad. So I need to be fast today because I have something very, very key tomorrow. So please, let's try, and so that I can also have time to rest and also read.
Okay, I actually wanted to talk based on the dependency and the scope of dependency between the design and development, since we are working with the architectural and the. So when you were asking about what can go in line when they are still doing the architectural work, like the buying of sign, like you said. So I wanted to ask a question in related to that. Ma, what if there is a complexity in the designs, and what we are getting as our Bs as the development is not really aligned. Okay, now we want to do a German floor for a German floor as a development of the design that we are creating. But along the line, we realize that okay, they might not necessarily the building design that we are doing, it's not necessarily a bungalow now, it's now a story building. And what we were planning on ground before was for just a bungalow. How do we correlate the whole thing together? Because they are working hand in hand now, and we've started like the development and the architectural planning commence starts like at the same time. So what will be the result of that, man?
Okay. My brother, are you into construction? Are you into
Yes,
construction?
ma'am. Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you see now? See now. Me, I'm lost now. The German something. Have you seen? Everybody have their area of specialty. So, but let me come in. Okay, I understood what you said. But let me let you know, you've skipped the part where I said when it comes to scope, don't let any just come. So that area now, it shouldn't have happened. That you've already planned to start something and they've changed it to another thing. And you've already brought. Don't allow it to happen because to cause scope creep. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Yes, ma'am. I
understand me?
understand, ma'am.
So that
Yes, ma'am.
part already, you're already causing issues for yourself because this construction is more of waterfall, it's more of all the documentation that we are doing. So it's not like they don't really use agile like that. So in construction, all those things need to be detailed and signed, all those things that I've taught you guys. So if they're now going beyond, as in anything that exceed that, has to go through chain management, has to go through certain process that, oh, this is what we plan to do. This is what, you understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't, they should not even go there. So that is where I'm coming in based on your question. But if you now want me to answer based on, okay, you now allow them to, don't forget that is where the problem is, because you're already causing problem for yourself. It's not that you cannot allow them to, but has it gone to the right channel for everything, for us to now look at everything all together to see if we do this now? But we've already bought cement and this, and we've already bought certain cement. Where would the other money come from? And they will say, me, project manager, I did not do my work, and the money will not be, we are going to now do over budget. Do you understand me now? Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am. I understand, ma'am.
So are you clear, or you are still not clear?
Yeah, I'm cleared, ma'am. I'm cleared, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I need guys to, so that's just it. Make sure that area is, so that we will not find ourselves in such situation. Like you are already getting sand and everything, and they are not coming back to, maybe you already bought certain sand and they are not coming back to, where is that other money going to come from when you've already done your budget, you've already done everything, and they now want to, what is going to happen? Where will you get that money from? We're not going to go back and tell them that the money will not be enough for, because of this, because of what you've allowed them to bring. That is why it has affected the whole thing, both the timeline, both the cost, both even the resources. You get me? So should we continue? Oh God. Should we continue?
Yes, ma'am. We can continue, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
I'm even thinking of giving you guys maybe a simpler assignment too, because time has gone. Because for me to explain that part now, another trouble. And I don't have any assignment upstairs right now. Okay. So now B2, we've used one. B2 depends on B1. So I will now say that for that building stuff, I will say we cannot, the foundation, we cannot build a foundation if we don't have sand, and if you don't have the B1, and that's where the sand and cement comes in. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you guys said that it's simple? It's just understanding. So it doesn't have matter whether it is technical or not technical. Now, this one, B3, I can say, I'll pick one of the rule. Let me say kitchen. will depend on the design before we can now start building the kitchen. Clear? That's the B3. Can I move on? Now, can I move on, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I can now
Yes,
say
ma'am.
all the rooms put together until we complete everything before we now say that we have our I want to say that one bedroom. I've forgotten that yes, all the rooms. When I say rooms now, sitting room, bedroom, kitchen put together before we cannot say we now have a 1-bedroom flat or a story building, you know, that kind of thing. That is where the B4 comes in. So we cannot complete B4. We cannot say B4 is complete, which is the whole thing. All this other one needs to be completed. That is it. And after, you have to test everything. So before you can say you want to test, all the things that we said we have, the whole building has to be in place before, including past we want to plaster the whole thing and everything before we now test. That is what it is. So I've used a building to construction to explain. I'm moving on. I'm not going to explain this, so you guys should have gone through it. Expert judgment, using expert to ways of you determine, you want to determine the timeline. How long is it going to take Nike? You can use expert judgment. You can use subject matter expert to say, okay, we use 5 days for this one, for the past project. And this thing is similar to that. I think we can use 5 days to build this particular house, something like that. Analogous estimation. In the last app, building a payment took 3 days. So login. This is also a bit similar, but the first one is more talking from the subject matter expert. This one is not something, it's based on past projects. So subject matter expert you can use based on, okay, his or her experience and all that. That's what all this one means. You guys should just go through it. Parametric, it has to do with what we learn in school. If I use one, let's say in school now, remember during our primary school, secondary school, it will take one screen takes 2 hours to design. How much will, or how many screens do we need to design, or how many hours do we need to design 5 screens, something like that. That's what I did there. Clear? I need to move on. That is parametric. All these ones, you are still going to see them in costing, see them in resource and all. So I will not dwell much on that. They are the same thing. It's just that one is resource. It's the same meaning. 3-point estimate is when you have you want to assign tasks to the artisan or to your developer, but you don't know, you're not certain yet. So you can use optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic, and there is a formula for it. Optimistic plus 4 times most likely, then plus pessimistic divided by 6. That will give you the number of days that your artisan or developer can use. So you have to do 0, multiply the 4 times most likely, then plus before, then divide by 6. If you look at it well, you see that you will understand it. Then this is a Gantt chart. Gantt chart is a visual project schedule that shows tasks, duration, sequence, assignment. So I decided to just show us everything. That was why I did Jimoke. That was what I did. That's why I went back from the start to up till now, just for you to see what that is. So this is an example of Gantt chart. Also, in this case, you have in this case now, you can see the UI design, the coding development is what the coding means. The testing, different type of testing. This one is the second one. User testing is done by the user. This one is done by the developer. Testing, making sure everything is fine, putting things together before the user will now test. Then development. So in this case, I'm saying that we are using 3 weeks for design, Then we are starting our coding week 3. We are ending week 7. We are starting our integration testing week 7. We are ending week 8. We are starting our UAT week 8. We are ending week 9, and we are doing deployment week 9. We are ending week 10. That's what this one means. Guys, are we okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this one now is another type of this one, instead of me putting, can see, I just put the designer. I see the work designer, UI designer, coding developer. This one engineer. This one business user. This what I use business user. Deployment. The people that does deployment. Operation engineer. So I'm just trying to show different, and that's typical of me. Just trying to show different example of Gantt. I can as well. Another person might not even do the person will just show one. Person don't explain. We don't go home. Shikena. So I'm just trying to explain different things, but I think that different things sometimes confuses. So that is this one. It's also an example of a Gantt chart. It means that the 2 weeks, sorry, finish by 3 weeks. 3 weeks, you can see is in between. You start, the coding is starting week 3, ending, you can see, dropping at week 7. The integration is starting week 7, dropping at week 8. User acceptance testing, end user is starting, dropping at week 9, and the people that will do development drop at week 10. It's the same thing. This one is clear. The person said she understood this one at that time. And you see majorly of this one online. It's still the same thing. This one I put resources, start week, the duration. I'm saying that okay, this one person will use 2 days, 2 weeks, sorry, 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, and all. Then I'm saying that you're starting week 1 to week 3, you stop. It's the same thing. The designer will pick it from week 3 to week 6, from development week 6 to week 12, then testing from week 12 to week 15, then UAT week 15 to week 16, then the last one. I remember something now. Please read product life cycle. Product life cycle, project life cycle. Let me just see project life cycle. Project life cycle. Read about it. To help you people. To help you people. It's part of the question that they usually ask. Oh, Johnny gets tired. This is another one again. God. A1. So this is another representation. Can somebody explain this to me? Can somebody explain? So that I will not just be, I want to be sure that you guys understand. Not that I'm just, I think I need to look for a simpler assignment. The way I'm looking at it.
Can I do that, ma'am?
Who wants to explain? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for the A1, which is the wireframe, is going to span for 2 weeks. The work frame is going to be from first week to the second week, and the A2, which is meant for UI mock-up, is also going to span 2 weeks too. So the A3 and A1 and B1 can start at the same time, but the B1, which is the set of database, is going to span for 3 weeks before the B2 commence, and B2 and A2, once they are doing B2, they can, once they are done with B1, they can start B2 and to also be at the same time with A2. and before they finish B2, after they finish B2, before they finish B2, A32 can start, which is the prototype.
Mm-hmm.
Once they are done with the design, they can start B2, which is meant for authentication logic. And once they are done with those A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, that's when they can start B3. B3 is for build login and that one is going to span from week 7 to week 10. And once they are done with that, they will move to B4, which is integrate UI and backend. That's working with backend developer, front-end developer. They will be working at the same time.
Okay, and let's see who is talking. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks. Okay, I don't think I've had that voice before. Yeah, thank you so much. So I at least for someone to have explained, it means that it might not be everybody, but some people understand what I've been teaching. Especially with the one that has to do with the dependencies. She was able to mention that A1 and B2 can start at the same time. That's why you are saying them on the same line. And you can see here there is so I was able to explain the color that this one is UI UX, this is for backend, and that and all that. So that is, please, do you guys understand this? So that I can move on to the next. All right.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Is that all? Okay, that's when I now move to the that's when I now move to that Excel. Oh my. Okay, let me stop sharing first. Let me first stop sharing. Let me first look for that Excel. I downloaded it. Okay. Guys, this Excel. So and now, Jumoke, do you understand this thing now? Is she still here or she has gone?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Please, who was the person that sent me a message that she doesn't understand? Please, can the person own up? I want to know whether that person is here.
It was me.
No, not you. Somebody sent me a message on that Google Sheet, and I told the person to come to class.
Yeah, I sent you a message on Slack.
No, it wasn't. Precious, wasn't you? Was it you that said that you said you've gone through that you don't understand it, that you've gone back again? That I said that it's not
That
something.
you
It's not
attend
one
class.
time.
Yes,
It
yes. I
was you.
sent you a
Okay, I didn't
message.
take the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I said you should come to class. That by the
Yes,
time you come to class, you understand it. So it was you. Okay. I
yes.
just want to be sure that the person is here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So this Excel is the same thing to what I've been explaining since. So it's the same thing. What I just want you guys to do is just to repeat the same thing for payment and admin. But I will need somebody to it's the same thing. I just want to see whether you can you can see this other one. I've even put payment module, fund transfer, design screen. I just want you guys to, or should I look for another assignment? 1 second, guys. 1 second. Just 1 second, please. Okay, guys, apologies. Please, guys, do you guys want this assignment or so? It's the same thing I've been speaking since. Eh? I was just trying, even the video, I was just trying to explain what I've explained from the beginning. I think I even tried today by going to the slide and explaining one by one. And maybe that's why I'm even tired, self. Coupled with that, I'm not feeling too.
Okay, Ma, we can actually work with this assignment. But Ma, I wanted to ask a question. Your PowerPoint slide for this course, is it possible we get it?
I'm not allowed to. Guys, I'm not allowed to. They have the slide. If you notice, this is my own slide. Who asked that question? Is that Ayomide? So you can see that there's a way they did the slide. My own is just plain like that, as in it's just straightforward. When I say straightforward now, there's a way they put my picture in for every course, in understand. So this is just my own personal, but I'm not allowed to. I don't know whether they will share, but I'm not allowed to share because it's their property. So from my side, I'm not allowed to. Maybe you find out from them, just the way they provide it on the LMS. So that is just it. Because I guess the reason why they don't want to do that is because, see, let me look at it. Is it Ayomide now? Your first name? Ayomide, your first name, yeah. Yeah, so their concern will be people will start sharing it here and there. And this thing is free. Everybody have their own intellectual properties, right? I don't know if you understand me. They will start sharing it to the people, even though it's free, but they have reason why they say people should come to class, to come and go and learn from the video and come to class. And yeah, so I don't know, but for me, I'm not I don't have privy to do that. It would have been nice, but I don't have privy to do that. But if you look at the recording, also there are certain things you can grab there, whether you want to take some shot and everything that you can also do, but that would take more time. But I'm not allowed to share the slides. Yeah, sorry.
So is it that the assignment we are going to create an Excel sheet on our own and now fill in the
and some people even use it. Some people even use the slide and now go and be using it to, they'll give it to their friends and they will now go and be using it to do their own course. So that's the advantage of all these things. What did you say?
I have a question, please.
Yeah,
I said for the assignment, so we have to now create our own Excel sheet and fill in the payment module and
okay, what do you guys want? Which one do you guys prefer? Do you guys just want to use this just use this one, continue, or you want to create your own project and put there? It depends. Whatever thing that, but you guys have to let me understand what you guys are doing based on whatever project you guys are working on. If not, I will not understand. And if you want to use this one, I'm going to send this one. I'm going to this one. I'm sending it now. I'm going to upload it the way they uploaded the assignment the other time. I'll ask, but that will not be done tomorrow. I'm not free tomorrow. I will ask how, but I just want to know whether based on, so you can see it doesn't end there. Can you see? I don't know whether you guys were able to see there when I was presenting. You can see start dates and all. You guys can see. So this basically, I don't even use, to be sincere, I use more of this Excel than if there is no tool available. I just use more of this. So I think this is my own token that I can give to you guys. So if you
have a question, no.
Oh yeah, Precious, ask your question. No.
Please don't get tired of me. Okay, so are we going to work on this your project, or now we are going to use our own project?
You want to work on this my project? Yes or no? That is, let's start with it. I want you guys to work on it. to make you guys to make it
Yes,
faster
ma'am.
and easier.
Yes.
That is what me
Yes.
I planned from the beginning. That's why I said I'm sharing this. But if you guys don't want to work on this my project, you can make use of your project. Which one? I'm hearing more of yes. It depends. Oh. I don't know. Oh yeah, guys, talk.
Yes, we want to work on this your project, ma'am.
Many people have.
Ma,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma,
man. Two. Ayomide.
this,
Yeah, go.
your working on your project might actually be
For you,
a bit difficult for
difficult
most of us
for most
because
of you.
now we are focusing on
I
a banking app actually, and
okay.
most people might
Let's
not
do
be
it.
might not be into
Let's
that
do
line.
it this way. Oh. Let's do it this way. No wahala. Those that want to work on my project, work on my project. Those that want to create their own, create their own. Are we good now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Please,
Ma.
if you are not working on my project, let me understand the scenarios. So if not, I will just say good attempt. I don't understand. Eh?
Sorry, ma'am.
Just the way you
Sorry,
guys.
ma'am.
Mhm.
Please, are we to recreate your own project?
If you want to, some people said they prefer to create their own project.
Okay.
It depends on what you want. Anyone that you want, shall give me an assignment. Whether I want to create my own project or you want to use your own project, just give me an assignment and create your work package, create your activities, create your dependencies. All these ones are dependencies. You can say all these are depends on this based on that. What I wanted you guys for those that will work on my project, I need you guys to complete payment module and admin module for me. Just the way I did for this one. Okay. For those that work on my project, I want you guys to do this. Somebody is using two systems. It's echoing. You can mute too. Somebody is using two systems. So for those that work my project, I need you guys to work on payment module and admin module. For those that will not work my project, I need something similar. Let me understand. Create your own project. Create your own level 1, level 2, whatever level, even up to level 10 if you want to, and the work package and also your activities. These are activities, and yeah. So so you can just do. You can do two. You can do two. Just we have this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. I've done 1, so you can just give me two modules from your project, 2 modules, so that just because we have 2 here to be done, so just give me 2 modules from your project for those that will not use my project. Just 2 modules, and I want those that will work my project, they should do payment and admin module for me. Yes, let's make an attempt to work on this your project.
Yes, ma'am. I have a question.
Yeah, good.
Ma, in this week's video, you mentioned that you wanted to give us an assignment, or you gave us an assignment on assumption log. So I want to confirm if we have to do that or no need.
Okay, go and learn about assumption log. It will be too much. I don't want to bore you guys with too much. This one now, some people start cracking their head on this. Assumption log is not a big deal. If you want to, you can add to it, but I'll just make that one optional. It's not, but it's just just for you to know how assumption log looks like. It was when I was explaining assumption, what you assume while you're embarking on a project, and those things might not be true at the end of the day, but they are the things that you've assumed in the beginning of your project. Those are assumptions, and they're always in that assumption log. So that is it. You can do that as optional, additional, if you have the time, but I won't make that as compulsory because it's just very, very simple.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Please, is the second class captain here? She's here. But I don't hear your voice, so Damilola. Damilola, I don't hear your voice. You're supposed to be very active. I don't hear your voice, so you are here, but I don't hear your voice, Damilola. Why don't you talk? Why don't you ask questions? Is it that you know everything that has been taught so far?
No, ma, I'm learning, ma.
So why do I feel sorrow? Why are you not talking? Did you do your assignment?
No, I wasn't able to do it. I had tight schedule.
Damn Lola, you're supposed to be the model, role model. Supposed to be the
Yes.
role model, shouldn't be at all. And that's why I had to call you out now too, because I don't hear your voice. You come in to class, but you don't engage. And I feel that class captain is supposed to be engaging as well. That's just my thoughts. If you really want to be in this like if you're not in this class, so I'm not saying, if you really want to take this thing serious, you just have to go out of your way. I've done training that I had to. It's not done in the people there. I think we only few from Nigeria and Canada. I wake up, I don't sleep till the following. My eyes will be like this. When they are done is when I'm done. That I'll go and sleep and go to work. I don't have any choice. I don't pay. It's not small money. It's not small money. So when you're already doing almost half of, and you now you just want to play with it. So
I'm sorry,
so
ma'am.
it's not. You just have to. And I was participating as if I'm part of, as if I was in Canada, whereas majority of people were in Canada. So please, and it's still this project, but that's why I said that we can't know it all. I'm still learning. I'm still going to go beyond this thing that I'm doing. So please, let's try. That's what I can say. Okay, that's fine. Guys, I believe, have I done justice today for those that did not understand the training when they were listening to it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
man. You got
ma'am.
it.
Okay, that's 3.
I was
I need to hear people. Don't lie, you. I've had from 3, 4,
I don't know what to do with you.
4. So for others now, I've not done justice. You don't understand what is happening. Suliat kept quiet today. Suliat, are you lost? 5. Suliat, what happened today? You are
Yes,
lost.
ma'am.
What
No,
happened
not
today?
really like that. Like I wasn't expecting, like I don't know how to put it, but I wasn't expecting us to just dive into it like that. I was still expecting the manual, small, just that all those things. I didn't know we're already getting into the work.
So you are lost.
No,
7.
but I'll go through it again to understand it.
Work has
Okay.
started though. In short, this is the major part. Then the one for next week. Then the upper one is when you start using 2. Then the other ones are just, yeah. This is the major part. So if you are lost here, even me, I'm still learning this major part. This is the major part. Then the next one for next week. Then you did upper week, you now use 2. And that too, for now, it's only 10 people that I can use. I want to use Jira, and I only have for 10 people, maybe 10 or 9, maybe including myself. If you are not active in class, you might not be able to. I won't add you. You will not be added because I only have 10 people to participate, unfortunately.
Okay.
So you have to so unless I want to quit another one using another email again, I don't know. But so I need people to participate so that I can make use of the board when I don't know.
Thank you very much, ma.
Yeah, so because I'm taking note of some names. I might not be able to get everything, but I'm taking note of some names. No why. Okay. Without wasting much of our time, you guys, can we call it a day?
Sorry, before we call it a day.
Yes,
Okay. It's not me.
Sorry,
I'm
before
not
we
the
call
one. I'm not the one. It's you people. I'm not the one. Okay, you guys should ask. I'm here to answer. Oh yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening. Who wants to ask question?
Ma,
Olawale or Ayomide?
Ma, let me. Sorry for that. For that WhatsApp group that we were talking about. I feel you should also. Can you be there in case there's questions that are bigger than us?
No, Wala. I'll be there. I said it now that
All
you
right.
can't create something if I'm not. But you guys should not to run down my battery. If I can explain at that particular moment, just give me time. I will explain. But yeah, I don't have any issue not to be there.
All right.
Okay,
All
then.
right, man. No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Any other? Olawale, you have
Thank
a
No,
you,
question?
man.
no, man, no, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But is it okay if I create the account and send it on the Slack channel?
I have. Shebi is you people that you want to do among yourself. I don't think is it going to be an issue. You know what? Talk to Shelua, but I don't
Okay.
think it's an issue. Talk to Shelua that this is what you guys plan to do. Though he said it's my class, but I don't think it's an issue. But just talk to him but it's something that you guys want to do so that you guys can help yourself and all. So I don't
Yeah.
think it's an issue. But just talk. It's better to. I always like to communicate. There are stakeholders in this, so just to for they want to inform them, that kind of thing. So we can do
All
that.
right. All right.
Mm.
Yeah.
For you guys, please, you have to give me time. I'm going to try, and I even need for them to show me how to do it. For the one that help me to upload to type the other assignment. So just give me time till weekend on so that I'll put the assignment out there for you guys to I will give you guys till Wednesday since it has not been uploaded now. I'll you guys till Wednesday, but maybe anytime from Saturday or Sunday I'll upload it. So I'll extend the time till Wednesday, but for those that can finish on time, you can start putting it in before Wednesday. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, ma. Bye, ma.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, ma.
Bye. Okay, bye. Is that the hand? Mary, I hope it's not question. I'm seeing your hand. Chimeze. You are just joining. We are finished. Though. Maybe you go and check the recording on YouTube. We are done. Bye, everyone. I think they said it's on YouTube. You can find out from the management. I think they said we are done.
Yeah, but
I
should I
think
just search with Live Africa?
Yes. I think they said it's always on YouTube, so I don't know how this one would be.
Okay. So, but when is the next class so I can know when to join?
It's always 5.
Okay, every Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Were you the one that just joined?
Yes.
Were you the one that true
David.
Oh.
If I was, he told me it was by 7.
Oh, that
right.
means it was Chris that gave that. Sorry,
Yeah,
and today
Chris,
is very major. Oh, sorry, today is very major. What I thought today, just check online. Start from the beginning. Week 1. Today is week 3.
Okay.
Sorry about that too. Wow. It was me that said they should communicate with him.
So I should just search for Live Africa.
Yes. It's 5. It's always 5.
Okay, no problem. So 5 every day.
No. Every Thursday. They have video. We're not communicated. They have video. The LMS recording that you're supposed to have listened to before the class.
Okay,
I don't have answers to all that though.
I don't know if I don't know how I could get access to it so I can listen to it. I don't know.
Who so the person that added you to this need to have told you
it was Chris, but I don't know. I texted him, he has not given me a reply.
Chris is the Oga. Chris is the Oga. If I see him tomorrow, Risha, but I'm not promising, no. But you've actually today. I was thinking maybe you'll be here today too because today is the major. I even started from the beginning as if for even those that were not in class, that did not even listen to the recording. So what you do that? Go back to Chris. tell him that because there's recording that you need to listen to for next week, which I think to be open by Monday. I need to listen to it, but you have to also have listen to the other one for you to understand to this length, to this stage. That's just the concern right now. So reach out to Chris. If I see him, I'll chip in. But just reach out to him. No, you've really missed.
Okay, thank you. No problem.
No problem. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.